Hello everybody, and welcome to another Dominaria United draft. Today we have an easy first pick, First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink, and it does some other trinket text nonsense. Looking to get back a Phalanx or a Sacred Peaks or one of these red cards maybe. So First Strike, Vigilance, and Lifelink are obviously very good abilities, and it doesn't take a lot to put this card over the edge. A lot of times when you play it out, it's immediately going to die to something your opponent does, but the times when it doesn't, you're just going to kill your opponent with it. Now we have a mythic that I'm not going to pick, Join Forces, which is quite powerful, and some good red cards. I'm eyeballing these red cards pretty hard. Charismatic Vanguard's not bad, but it's not that good either. It's just okay. It's better in blue-white, which we could be. It's also a Phyrexia Rager, but it's the only black card in the pack. Because of that, I'm a little bit more inclined to take it. So I think we will. After all, there is an uncommon missing. We'll take Phyrexia Rager, see if we can audible into sort of a black-white style deck with some recursion for the Danitha. I did really want to take a red card there, but there's already a lot of red inside that pack. And although some people say that you shouldn't let that factor into your decision making, it is actually quite a factor. See here, we have an Aran, and a Splatter Goblin, a Destroy Evil, and Resolute Reinforcements. If we'd taken one of those red cards, we would have Flowstone Infusion, but I think Aran is just better for us. Maybe the Resolute Reinforcements comes back, but I doubt it. We'll just take the Aran. We have some stuff here, and now we're actually live for Rotodrobic. Rotodrobic is the 4-mana black-white rare that cares about legends, and it's pretty much unplayable unless you're exactly in this deck. Now we have a Stall for Time and a Vivisector. We're just going to take a Vivisector. Just a nice good creature. A good curve's important. And this is a fine card as any. Okay, well, who do we have at this table? Okay, nobody I recognize. Now we have a Tura, an Argivian Cavalier. Honestly, I think I'm on Argivian Cavalier instead of the Phalanx. Either that or Artillery Blast. I think Cavalier is just way above par, so I'm going to take that. A little disappointing to pass up on the Artillery Blast, but I think that's okay. I've been extremely impressed with this card. It's also a bit of a callback to Squire. Or maybe every card that has this sort of effect is kind of a callback to Squire. Because that is what a Squire is. That is what's happening. So I guess it's not that much of a callback. Interesting that it's an Orc Knight. I didn't actually remember orcs on Dominaria. There's Rada. Rada's a human though. And we have Vivisector, Captain's Call, Geothermal Bog. Some okay red cards in the pack, that's surprising. But, you know, I think I'm just supposed to take another Vivisector, probably. Maybe the drawbridge isn't the worst. I don't think it's that good, though. It just seems bad. Not fond of it. We could be on the aggro plan. Captain's Call might be fine. We are in black-white as well, so disposable creatures are actually better for us. And we have a lot of blue cards, but none of them are especially great. Timely Interference is the best one, but there's also a Stall for Time. So we're just going to take that. Now we're back to our regularly scheduled programming with another Tura, although blue-white does not really seem to be too open here. A Destroy Evil, which I think is fine. I think I will actually be taking it over the Charismatic Vanguard and the Aggressive Sabotage. Otherwise, interesting. Yeah. I don't think that was an especially tough call. I don't think the 3-2 was especially worth. Although this is a deck where we have one Captain's Call already, I think I'm more comfortable just taking the removal spell here. We don't have any removal at all yet, so we just have a stall for time. We're not even vaguely guaranteed to be able to kick it, so it's just like a literal stall. There's a Charismatic Vanguard, so see if we got it after all. We got one of those, we got a Captain's Call, they go together. We have a good number of creatures. Only 3 non-creatures, but at least one of them makes creatures, so it's really like we have a lot more creatures than it looks like. We'll take this, although I don't think we're starting it. Guess we'll take a combat research. If someone wants to main deck a negate, that's fine with me. Phalanx comes back? Well, we're definitely in the right colors. An Automatic Librarian is a playable 3. Ursa Assembles Titans does nothing. War Leech kind of doesn't do a lot. It's a little bad in decks that are kind of low to the ground like we are, but it is good with specifically like Argivian Phalanx. I think we'll look to maybe wheel it, and we'll take the Battle Rage Blessing. It's a good way to interact. Death Touch and Indestructible means you kind of, no matter what, beat combat, unless your opponent has some absurd instant speed removal spell to blow you out. So it's pretty easy to find a spot where this will excel and just win you the combat. Packs coming around. Love Song of Night and Day. Well, the bird is good for us, but I think Bone Splinters is more what we're in the mood for. Take Up the Shield is incredible, but I think the removal is what we need. And the Love Song is, to be honest, not that good. It's cut down, a Captain's Call, and Raises Prideful Return, and a Salvaged Mana Worker, huh? I'm tempted to just take the cut down here. I would like the Captain's Call, I'd like the Frightful Return, and I'd like the Mana Worker a good amount. I'm just going to take the removal spell. Although, to be honest, I really think we need a Mana Worker at this point. Like, we're running low on mana fixing for sure. Just can't cast our spells on time, you know? There's a on-color rare, so we're going to take that. Only thing I might pass it up over is a land, and we don't have one. This is a very, very good card. Easy pick. So we have a good rare here, great uncommon here, good rare here, some removal spells, some creatures. It seems like the recipe for a pretty solid deck so far. There's this. Do we have any other clerics? There's also a Sunlit Marsh. We might just be passing it. Soldier, human, knight, soldier, horror, human, knight, soldier. Yeah, we're just going to take a Sunlit Marsh over the Vanilla Tutu. Although Eerie Soul Tender is definitely good, I think we need the mana fixing more. There's the Eerie Soul Tender if we want it, but there's also a Samite Herbalist and a Toxic A-Bomb. I think the 2s are pretty important to us. What's our curve looking like? Oh yeah, definitely need a 2-drop more than we need that. We even have an enlist creature to go with it. Sabotage or Faith Bonder? I think we'll take the Faith Bonder. Vidalian Hexcatcher just keeps showing up. Can't get rid of that card. Always pops up in the craziest places. Like 2 or 3 times a draft, it feels like almost. Feels like every single time I've drafted, it has been there somewhere. Urborg Repossession, not quite as good when we don't have any green mana, so we'll just take a Braidless Frightful Return, which is solid with our token making, which we have some of. Also, Battlefly Swarm. Could it be that Battlefly Swarm is just better? I think it actually might be. Which is crazy to say, but like, it's hard to really overrate creatures. Aggressive Sabotage. We have a lot of beef at 3 already. I think it's more likely to see play than the other stuff. I don't think we're going to play the Root Weaver. We'll just play that. Might just cut it, but it's fine in the deck for now. Interesting that this comes around. Well, we're not playing any of these other cards, so we'll just take the rare draft. Cost us nothing. It's not like there's a sideboard, so taking those other marginal playables is not going to punish us. Take an Aggressive Sabotage, although we're not going to start it. There's a world where we might, but I don't think it's this one. Clockwork Drawbridge? I don't think that's seeing play. But I guess it does give us some stuff to do in the late game. Also a Rona. We can't really cast a Rona though, so... Battle Rage Blessing number 2, Toxic A-Bomb, which actually might make the cut. Now we have... I called it, the Wadalian Hexcatcher comes right back. Banalish Sleeper, which is great with our token production, so we're going to take that first pick. Wingmantle Chaplain, when we have the 1 drawbridge, is not quite going to get there. But there's also a Phyrexian Rager and a Shadow Prophecy. So we're going to take the Rager. So the thing about Rager is that it's like a Shadow Prophecy that also gives you a 2/2. So if a random card in your deck is worth having a 2/2 on the board immediately, this is just going to be better than Shadow Prophecy if you're only doing it for 2. Now there's an Extinguish the Light, and that's going to be an easy, obvious pickup for us. As much as I like Join Forces, I think we have to take that card because it's so much better. And pretty low on removal, to be honest. Like at this point, the Clockwork Drawbridge is definitely going to make the deck. Because we just have to be able to interact with tough flyers and stuff. Valiant Veteran. Well, we definitely have a lot of soldiers, so that card's way good. We have a Cleric, Soldier, Cleric, Knight, Soldier. This makes a Soldier. Human, 3 soldiers, Knight, Soldier. Yeah, I would like to have the Artillery Blast, but this is not coming back to us. And if we get our opponent dead fast enough, we won't even have to worry. Then we get his Bone Splinters. As much as I'd like a Monstrous War Leech, we're just going to take the removal. We don't have a lot of recursion, but we do have a lot of good disposable creatures. So I think it's fine if we pick up stuff like Bone Splinters here. We have the Argivian Cavalier, as well as a Captain's Call, and then 2 Phyrexian Ragers to help with our cut down, or rather our Bone Splinters plan. Then also the Aran. There's a Leech, and only other option, Salvaged Mana Worker. What's our curve looking like? Don't have any creatures at 4, we'll take a Leech. Leech isn't the worst. We have some 5s and some 6s. What was the other option in the pack? I wasn't actually paying enough attention. Mesa Cavalier, yeah, we're not playing an Aggressive Sabotage number 2 when we're not even probably playing number 1. So that's a pretty easy pickup. Yeah, we definitely found the right colors. I don't think we're aggressive enough for the Heroic Charge. Just a lot of mana. A few different enlist creatures, some playable 2s to do the enlisting with. Ooh, Shoulders Restoration? Phyrexian Vivisector? Yeah, I think we just need the... Well, actually, Shoulders Restoration might actually be the kind of cool stuff we're looking for. There's a Pilfer. Not playing any of that other chaff. This might be the one deck where Restoration's not awful. Gibbering Barricade or Heroic Charge number 2 when we're not playing the first one? Yeah. Clockwork Drawbridge. We're not playing any of the other cards. Probably not playing this either, though. Artillery Blast comes back? Well, that's a blessing. Only going to deal up to 3 to something, but I think that's okay. Pixie Illusionist is a playable. Hammer Hand is not a playable. Okay, so we didn't get nearly as much mana fixing as I would have liked. Mana's going to be kind of difficult here, but what we do have is a very good deck with a lot of stuff to do. Curve pretty easily tops out at 6, or 5 rather. I mean, let's be honest, this is never going to be hardcast for the full 6, unless really bad things are happening. Don't think we want the Drawbridge. Don't think we want the Barricade. Can't cast the other half of Stall for time. Pilfer might not be good enough. 1 Battle Rage Blessing is probably fine. Destroy Evil's probably fine. Artillery Blast is good. Bone Splinters, Battlefly Swarm, Cut Down. Wow, we still have a lot of cards to cut. It's actually pretty tough. Mesa Cavalier is one of our only ways to fly. In fact, it might be our only way to fly. I don't think we can take out creatures that well, can we? What is our creature count? 20? We could take out a few. So if we keep the Battle Rage Blessing, we have to cut 7 cards. And what are our removal spells? 2 Bone Splinters, Cut Down, Artillery Blast, Destroy Evil, Extinguish the Light. So the only actual, like, unconditional ones are Extinguish the Light and Bone Splinters. A little rough. We didn't get any Citizen's Arrest or whatever it's called. Didn't get any of the uncommon one either. So I think we do need to keep all of that removal in. I think Clockwork Drawbridge can come out. How many creatures do we have it to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we can cut the Toxic A-Bomb. I think it is just our worst one. What about our 3s? We have 2 Charismatic Vanguard, 2 Ragers, maybe just 1 Vanguard's enough, if that many. It is a soldier, it does get... Wait, where'd that other 3 go? Oh wait, that's a 2? What the fuck? I thought that was a 3. Wow, it's pretty potent. Maybe we don't cut through that one and we cut like the... No, we can't cut the Mesa Cavalier. Maybe the Stall for Time just seems slow, a little annoying. Warleech seems a little bad here as well. 2 more cards, huh? Destroy Evil is a little bit conditional, but it does shore up our removal problem on the upper end. Maybe the Battle Rage Blessing is a little bit egregious. Yeah. I'd love to play 2 of them though. I think we have a high enough creature count to justify it. 16. Cut one of these and 1 more creature. Well, actually we have a Captain's Call as well, so it's actually 17. Play one of those and we cut 1 creature. What's the worst one we have? It's not Battlefly Swarm. I've been pretty impressed with that card. Whew. Well, maybe it is just the 2nd Charismatic Vanguard. We still have Cavalier. Well, all of our 3s are actually creatures except... Well, actually all of them are just creatures. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3s. Wait, what happened? Did we not cut something when we were supposed to? Cut down on our 4s and our 3s. The Argivian Phalanxes should be cheap, so maybe we can just cut a land. Extinguish the Lights double. We cut planes? No way. Yeah, cut a swamp, I suppose. Yeah, we'll try it like this. I think we're aggressive enough, and our mana is, you know, not the worst in the world. We're gonna have some trouble casting spells sometimes, but I think that'll be okay. I think I've played against this person before. Okay, so we have a 2. However, they are going first. And it's not that good of a 2. Alright, that's good. That's good. Phyrexian Rager's good. Means we can get some extra value in, maybe. What's happening? Are they considering? Okay, Faith Bonder, sure. Unfortunately, that does block the Herbalist pretty well. We do have ways to attack through it, though. You just have to draw them, you know? Oh, no blocks. Okay. What you got? Splatter Gobblerino. Well, we're probably going to be blocking with our Samite Herbalist if they decide to attack. Auron? No attacks. Looks like we're in the black-white mirror match, but they have a Haunted Mire and we don't. Is it a card style or like a special foil or something? I don't know, whatever. Do we want a double block? It is a 1-for-1, isn't it? No, I don't think we do, because if we untap and play this, there are definitely ways that goes poorly for us. Yikes, that's kind of annoying, isn't it? We draw Banalish Sleeper. A little behind schedule. We could do one of these things, or we could just cast an Argivian Phalanx. Problem with Argivian Phalanx is it might just die. I think we'll play this out here. We'll try to use one of our Battle Rage Blessings here. Problem is we have a Splatter Goblin in play now, so kind of fucked no matter what if we block the Goblin. So we're going to be letting that through if they decide to attack with it. Good news is we have some... Oh, sure. I would love to draw 2 cards. Oh, they're just going to do that this turn? Sure. They're just going to get Chapter 3. They're just going to blow 3 mana on the sorcery speed combat trick. It's okay with me. Okay. They have green mana and black mana up, huh? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll do the Samite Herbalist. It's like a 1.5 for 1 because we kill their creature and get rid of half of their enchantment. That's a good one. So we play out the Auron. If we play out the Auron, the Argivian Phalanx is 2 mana. I think we play out the Auron and just pass, however. Alright, what you got? They're just going to go to attacks and probably... Oh, they're just going to pass. That's fine with me. Then we have a Guardian. Now we get the full discount on the Argivian Phalanx. Hell yeah. Yeah, now we're going to just hold off on attacks for now. Because next turn we can start getting frisky with the Auron, sacrificing a Phyrexian Rager or something. Actually, no, we'll just sacrifice the Samite Herbalist. No, we can't sacrifice the Samite Herbalist. Sure. They can have a Phyrexia and Warhorse, it's fine with me. I'd like to draw a land, if we're going to draw a card that's not good. Ooh, so we kind of have everything here. We have a combat trick, another combat trick, and a Bone Splinters post-combat. So we have all the mana to cast it. Well, no, we don't have perfect mana. So we're going to attack with this, as well as this. Enlist. We're going to enlist the help of the Samite Herbalist. So, we're going to scry 1 and gain a life. Artillery Blast, huh? We're not doing a lot of attacking, so we will put that on the bottom. Scry 2. Danitha? Danitha's pretty good. Put the Swamp on the bottom, and we'll keep that one on top. Do what you will, opponent. So we're out of cut down range. That's the good news. They have a pretty simple block on the Splatter Goblin. But the thing is, if they try to target the Splatter, anything with the Splatter Goblin, I could just sacrifice it with the RN. So combat's kind of bad for them no matter what happens here. They just have awful blocks all around. Phyrexia and Warhorse does not bother me. If this is their block, I am A-okay. And they can't just block like that either. Okay, so... I think we're going to cut down. No, we're going to RN. Okay, 2 damage. What you got, Oppo? Don't really know what this is. They're gonna sacrifice a creature, huh? What you gonna target? Yeah, they also missed their chance. They're just gonna give that -1. Sure. Yeah, it's fine as well. But unfortunately for them... Ooh, ouch. Yeesh. Yeah, we'll just do that. Now we have a shitload of stuff on board. Next turn we have a Danitha. Citizens arrest, oh no! What are they gonna get rid of? My Guardian? Arin? Oh no. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy. Arin was a bad choice. I think the Guardian is the clear and present danger here. It's gonna let me scry 3 every turn. Arin is just a way for me to... Oh, cool. They're gonna get back some things. Warhorse and a Splatter Goblin. They can't cast them, so we have some pretty free attacks this turn. Yeah, we are just going to attack with the crew. Think, enlist, attack, enlist here. We're gonna put that land on the bottom. Bone Splinter is not really what I'm looking for. We already have one in hand. Scry all that to the bottom. Get rid of that nonsense. see what my opponent has to offer me here. Okay, so does look like they're doing something over there. Don't know if it is good enough. Kill the Argivian Cavalier. Yeah, I think we're just fine with this. Just kill the token. Yeah, sure. Just play a Danitha post-combat. End turn. We have a great attack next turn, huh? Kicked Warhorse and a Splatter Goblin? Fine by me. So, there's no guarantee that we're going to have all of our creatures available, so I think we do just cast ourselves in Argivian Phalanx ahead of time. We attack here, and of course we're going to enlist again here for a tidy sum. Planes to the bottom. Whew, it's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I guess we do keep both. I guess the Argivian Cavaliers may be the best one. Yeah, we'll put the Cavalier on the bottom. Okay, our opponent has seen enough. Too much value. They concede the game, and we move on to the next round. Okay. Pretty cool that we found our lane pretty early in the draft. And look, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but taking that Phyrexia and Rager in the second pack was pretty good. Well, this hand is not good. Wow. It's pretty rough. Yikes. We're going to put back the Banalish Sleeper and probably not draw a white source. But I don't think I can go to 5 here. Always lame to see it like that, you know? Yeah, white card. Who would have guessed that one? What's next? A swamp? Nope. Black card I can't cast. Yeah, we still have ways to win the game here, but what's this? If this is a basic forest, I feel good. Basic mountain. Okay. It's not that bad. They do only have 4 cards in hand. Unfortunately, we can't draw lands. Okay, well, I guess we're getting rid of the Argivian Phalanx. Alright, well that card is going to deliver it to us eventually. So we do need to start drawing spells here. Or not spells, lands. Preferably white lands. Untapped, please. Yeah, I'm kind of off it. Go to 6 on the play. My opponent's like never mull, and I'm constantly faced with these hands where I'm just having awful mana issues. It's always when I'm on the play too. Okay, well, that was a pretty bad way to face an L, but we do what we can. Let's see about this one. We go first and we have an acceptable hand. A good 2 would be nice here. Not quite. We're just going to play out the Cavalier. Sure. That's a good one. Okay. Interesting. So, on average, this is like not that good. Another mirror match is interesting. We're just gonna scry to the top both. I think we are going to attack here. We're going to enlist the help of my 1/1. See how they'd like to block. They do not want to block, which is fine by me because we're just going to cast a Rager. Did not draw tap land, but that's okay. We'll just play this. That's why I didn't play the land first. If we got the tap land there, that'd be good. There's another Cleric. Unfortunately for them, it does still just have 2 toughness though. We will block. It's a 2 for 1 for us, thankfully. Now this is good. This is a good one. We get to do this. Get to trade our token for something real. Very nice. That's a 2 for 1 right there. Because not only did we get to keep our Givian Cavalier, we also killed their Samite Herbalist with the other half of it, and we keep our other creature around. So now we're just going to attack. See what my opponent has. Looks like nothing for now. They can attack us for 4 if they want to. We're winning the damage race, so... Mesa Cavalier is fine. Bumps up their life a little bit, but we have a Danitha. Although at this point I'm tempted to just wait. There's a good chance that the Danitha will just be a card we play out when we have 7 mana. Well, now that kind of makes the decision a little bit easier for us. So we're going to attack with both. See what my opponent has to do here. It's only 2 cards in hand, so... They're gonna block there. It's fine with me. Okay, so we'll cast an Auron. Keep up the Battle Rage Blessing. Pass the turn. Now if we draw an untapped land, we get to play the Danitha and also keep up the Battle Rage Blessing. Although against white specifically, there's a good amount of removal that will just kill it anyway. Specifically enchantments. Okay. We're just going to go on the beatdown plan, which is fine with me. Our beatdown plan is slightly better. We do draw the land, so that's nice. We will attack both. They're going to trade again. Okay. Pretty good. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have anything to do with that, but that's more than okay enough. If they have exactly an enchantment here, that would be bad for me. But if they have, like, Destroy, that's fine. Sure. Well, we can't block that, so we won't. They're gonna pump it? Yeah, I mean, I can't block, so... Yeah, I got nothing. If they let us untap, we also get to keep up Extinguish the Light, so that's nice. Yeah, we're just gonna attack with both. What is this, Artillery Blast? Destroy Evil. Unfortunately for you... Yep. We hit them down to 7. Gain life. Oh, we don't gain life. Thanks to the Night of Dusk's Shadow. Well, they're at 4, so... I don't know. I feel like we're in a good place right now. Faith Bonder? Sure. Eerie Soul Tender, huh? Okay. They can have as many tendies as they want. does not mean they have good blocks. A little unfortunate that we drew so many of those. This is sacrifice another creature, so we're not going to be doing that. We are going to attack with both. See how they'd like to block. My creature has first strike, so that's a really awful block. This creature does not have first strike, so they go to 1. They can deal us 6 here. Sure. Looks like, oh, okay, we are attacking. Right now I have nothing, so go ahead, opponent. Well, actually I do have this. So yeah, we'll block. Oof. Well, we are going to extinguish that light. That's enough for the opponent. They are dead. That didn't even save them. They needed 2 creatures just for the Aron to not kill them? Alrighty, well, moving up the ranks, as they say. Next game. Albo shows up and it's future. Well, like it or not, the future is coming and we're gonna have to deal with it. Ooh, we have the womboest of combos here. They have a flying haster? Uh-oh. Fortunately, we have a 1-drop, so we're gonna kick it old school style. We're not gonna block, we're just gonna attack them back. We have the Mesa Cavalier to gain us some life. No blocks. Oh yeah. You see what's happening, buddy. Flowstone Kabu's fine with me. No thanks. Okay, so we drew another land. So this turn we're just going to... Actually, we can just play a Valiant Veteran? No, I don't think this is good. I'm just going to enlist. Tap my Battlefly Swarm and see what my opponent decides to do about it. Faith Bonder... Faith Bonder's solid. It's not bad. Put the land away and keep the other card. Yeah, go ahead, buddy. What do you want to do? They're just going to take the damage, which is fine with me, because we're just going to second main, play ourselves a little life gainy, go up on life, pass the turn. If they want to keep attacking with the Phoenix chick, it's going to cost them big time in life total. They are interested in just attacking more. Sure. Are they going to pump here? Whew! It's good for me. Looks like they do have something to do post-combat, and it's an Ether Channeler. And it's going to bounce my creature. It's going to make a 1/1. I think all of these are actually equivalent in worth right now. Just draw a card? Sure, that's fine with me. Okay, well, here's where things get interesting for me, because we're going to play out a Valiant Veteran. Suddenly their blocks are awful. So then we're going to go to combat. We're going to beat in with this and enlist. We're going to attack with this. We're going to put the Sunlit Marsh on the bottom, keep the Captain's Call. And yeah, that's fine. Yeah, would you like to block, buddy? Yeah, you just take 6 down to 10? Alright, fine by me. We'll play a Banalish Faithbonder out second main, and we can pitch this Plains if we need to. What are you gonna bounce? Now you're gonna bounce it? I mean, a little late, but sure. They can't actually do anything here besides kill this, so I will take the block now. I mean, now the block's just good for me. Now you're just trading for my 2-drop. I think we can play out the Captain's Call now. Sure. They go to 6? Oh dear. Do we even want to do this? We're just going to sandbag it for now. Because next turn we have the surprise. Impulse. Oh, that's not going to do it. Impulse is not going to do it, my friend. This is not a trample or anything, so we have good blocks. Look, it's staring down the barrel at 6 mana right now. Or 6 damage. So if I don't block here, what's the worst that could happen? 2 more spells and double strike? I think we're supposed to block with a Faithbonder. Okay, what you got? Alright. They're at 1 now, so they have to kill me this turn with the cards in their hand. Talus Lookout is not going to do it. Are they on the block plan now? Yep, they're on the concede plan is what they're on. I mean, it was an on-board trick. I mean, kind of. They didn't know that we had the 5th land because we sandbagged it, but I don't think that matters that much. Pretty sweet game. We raced and we won. We raced Blue-Red Tempo, who had some pretty sweet cards, by the way. And we won. So we beat the future. The future is not now. The future is yesterday. We are ahead of the curve. We have some pretty good stuff here, so I'm going to keep it. It's definitely a way to force the trade with the Banalish Sleeper as well. Please play out the Swarm this turn, though. Pretty good. What you got? Depending on what it is, we might just end up cutting it down. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna attack. Okay. Let's play a Sleeper here. The boring cost. It smells like they might have an Essence Scatter. No Impulse. Okay. Impulse is fine. But they are facing down 4 damage next turn, so they can't just dawdle forever. And we have 2 different tricks here, so unless they play something and kill something in the same turn, they're going to be facing down some aggression. They select a card. What you got? Soaring Drake is not going to do it. Soaring Drake is just going to get cut right down, my friend. Bink. Alrighty. What you got now? So we do have to play out the captain's call before we do anything else. Unfortunately for us. But we will just attack both anyway. Do we do anything here? I don't think we do. I think we just let it go. And the captain's call. Get some more aggression on the board. So we have Battle Rage Blessing. Ooh, well, that's a good card, but I don't think it's good enough. We are going to attack first. Just attack all. Unfortunately for my opponent, that was not the correct choice. Nice rare, buddy. Just traded for my 2. End turn. Now they're at 11? I mean, we are a little bit flooded here. What? Okay. Fair enough, I suppose. We're gonna play this. We're going to Bone Splinters. Target this. Sacrifice this. Yoink. Thanks. About as nice as your double rare, buddy. What else you got? Joint Exploration. Well, that's not going to do much. 2 on the bottom. Draw a card. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, that's Tura. Well, Tura doesn't block very well, does it? Oh, no. Yeah, maybe they just concede on the spot. I feel like I'm getting, yeah, the concession are understandable. That's pretty, alright, drawing the Bone Splinters was good, but realistically, if we just, like, draw land there, I think our turn is just attack. Because, like, they can't really block the Battlefly Swarm. They have to block a token, and they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going down to 2. And then they're, like, in top deck mode against a 4/4 and a creature they can't block. So the game was probably over regardless, but I think that definitely cinched it up. Well, that was certainly a good hand they had. They had some good stuff, but like they just had nowhere to go with it. Plus they blew their impulse on turn 2 looking for, I guess, like lands or something? I don't really know. They just didn't have the kind of interactive spells that you need in a deck like that to survive. And now we have a hand. It's not the worst. Phyrexian Rager kind of smooth out our draw a little bit. They have their own Sunlit Marsh, but theirs is prettier than mine. Blight Pile is not really something I'm afraid of. Okay, that's fine with me. Yeah, we'll just play out a Rager. Ragerino. Draw a card. Oh no, I've lost a life. What am I gonna do? Okay, so now we have 4th land, and I think we're just going to play out a Captain's Call. Seems like a good plan. Argivian Phalanx on the super duper discount next turn. They're gonna make me lose a whole 1 more life. Now what? Okay, do nothing again. That's fine with me. I'm not going to complain if my opponent's whole game plan is to do nothing for the whole game. We're just going to cast an Aran. And an Argivian Phalanx. We could be playing into a Wrath here, but we do have a good number of cards left in my hand. They have to cast something. Wingmantle Chaplain. Well, that's not going to do it. This is just a human cleric Phyrexian. Just creature type Phyrexian. Okay. Well, I think we can start with cut down, maybe? Yeah, first thing we'll do is just go to combat. Going to right-click attack everything except for the RN. See what my opponent has to say about it. Well, they have to know this is going to go bad for them, based on this block. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna sacrifice a creature. Don't really know how they didn't see that one coming. Take up the shield on that thing. Well, it's going to get a 1/1 counter. So I don't think we could do anything about that. We can cut down here, and our creature still lives. So we do get out positive in the exchange, and we keep our Gibeon Phalanx. Now they're facing down a big board. Big board. We draw another land as well. So now we can destroy evil. We can also extinguish the light at instant speed as well. So I think we're just going to attack. See exactly what it is my opponent has to offer here. We do not have the cut down anymore. I'm not really worried about this. This is fine with me. Is that how I wanted to do it? We'll try it. They have another trick. It's going to act. Oh, sure. Well, I mean, can't do much about that one. Yeah, a little unfortunate. Played around the artillery blast. Good news for me is we still have this. So they're facing down. They're at 7 life. So they have the Wrath or not? If they have the Wrath, I'm kind of in a bad place. They don't. They concede. Good for me. I was pretty worried there. They were playing like they had a Wrath in hand. But it turns out they were just playing a bad deck. Yeah, we get a thing. Let's keep pumping those numbers up if we can. Alright, here we go. Well, I don't know how to pronounce that, so I won't try. We do have the mana for the Aran on turn 3. Hopefully we'll draw a nice solid 2 to play in the meantime, though. That'd be pretty nice. Well, 3/3 Menace is perfectly serviceable. Well, it's not exactly the 2 I was hoping for. It doesn't actually do anything. We have a Danitha. We have some removal. Some combat tricks. Vivisector's fine. 4th land is fine. If the RN lives, we do get to do some cool stuff next turn, like keep up the Battle Rage Blessing, but I don't feel like it is going to. Oh, actually, never mind. Yeah, they can... Cool. They're gonna go for that plan. Are we just black-green, or what do we have? Yep, we're just black-green. That's good for me. Domain for 2 is much, much worse than domain for more. So here we're just going to attack. I don't think there's much of a reason to hold up the Battle Rage Blessing instead of just playing a Mesa Cavalier, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because I could have Bone Splinters, and Bone Splinters would kind of run our day. Knight of Dusk's Shadow is fine. Sure. They're on the attack plan, fine by me. Okay. What else you got? Splatter Goblin. Okay. We draw an Argivian Phalanx, a little far away from being cast, unfortunately. So we're just going to go to combat and attack our opponent. If they double block here, it's good for us. We have a trick to blow them out. We'll kill that first. Removal Battle Rage Blessing. Get the first 2 halves at least. They have 3 cards in hand, and we're not even close to having, like... That doesn't do it. It's got Indestructible, buddy. They're gonna bottom... No, bottom and top. Okay. They get +2/+2 here. They can hit me for 6. But that's if they decide to attack with that and this. Otherwise, it's just 4. And we're kind of at parity. That's fine. Defiler. Uh-oh. Well, that's kind of annoying. We're just going to kill it. The Mesa Cavalier Bone Splinters. A little unfortunate that it went down that way, but... What you gonna do? Sometimes your opponent just has the rare. You have to 2-for-1 yourself. If we draw a land, the Danith is looking pretty good. But we also have to get rid of this knight. Actually, I think making them use removal to get in with the Phyrexian Vivisector is actually a good plan, so we'll just wait. Whatever they have here, that's okay. This just a, yeah, had a feeling. Understandable. Well, we do have removal for it, but it's a little slow. Phyrexian Rager. Alright. This isn't going to be a very easy game, but I think we can still win it. Need to draw a swamp someday. There's a swamp, that's good. I don't think we can Bone Splinters now. I think we have to wait. So it's only on green? No, it's each creature. Jesus. Okay. They have 6 mana. And that's 5 alone. So we should be able to get in a turn. Yeah, we are going to block with both. I think we kind of have to. Do what you will. Okay. Really? They're gonna throw their whole turn into this? Sure. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that exchange. Makes it more likely that we're going to be able to stabilize. So if we play this, we can't play the Phalanx. We'll just play out the Danitha, I think. Yeah, we'll play out the Danitha. Maybe they don't have removal for it. I think we kind of have to bank on them not having removal. Then we'll just pass turn. We can't block here if they attack, so we won't. If they just play out the Defiler, we can kill it. Unfortunately, they had the uncommon, so that's gone forever. And we are going to block the Vivisector. Less creatures on the battlefield for them to have a Defiler on for is good. Argivian Phalanx at an all-time low, but we do draw land. So we're going to cast a Faith Bonder and hold up a removal spell. We're still in this game. They're way ahead on cards, unfortunately, but there's still ways for us to take it. Unfortunately, they cast a green spell. Yeah, good job, opponent. You did the thing. Very patient play from them, avoiding playing it until now. Yeah, we can't really block too well, so we won't. Now we have a Guardian. We'll just play out the Phalanx. There are ways this goes poorly for us, but like, what am I gonna do? Play out the 2/2? If they have removal, they have removal. There was no way to play around that, so I'm not gonna bother trying. We'll double block because single block is just bad, like, whatever happens, happens. It's a really weird sequence. Like, it doesn't change my line of play at all. It's just very weird. And another follow-up. And that's not gonna do it, so we die. Yeah, our opponent just had more stuff that worked harder. And the removal spell for the Danitha was obviously pretty clutch. Unfortunately, the missing the second black source for so many turns did hurt us a good amount. Don't know exactly what we would have done differently, but there were at least a couple situations where I just didn't have options because of it. Alright, guess we're on the pause plan until our next opponent. Oh, well. Feels like every time I say it, they just show up. Alrighty. We have a 1 and a 2. If we draw land, we have the Mesa Cavalier, and then the Phalanxes are castable. We'll keep it. Though notably, that means we're not looking to trade, we're looking to just play it out. Commensurately, well, additionally, having our creatures die to removal spells would also be bad. There's a third land, so we're just going to go to attacks. If they'd like to blow a removal spell on this, I am kind of happy, because, well, I mean, these are medium creatures at best. We have a little bit of time, since they didn't play a 2 and seemingly a red-green deck. So what's this? If this is like, oh, we're playing Jund over here. Alright, well, what's the play? Surely they have something. Kicked Iconoclast. I had a feeling. Well, I mean, we're not going to block, so... not really worried about that. Wow. Guardian a little bit late. Yeah, we will play out the Guardian. Probably just better to do the Cavalier, so we will. Yeah, a little unfortunate, but I think it's fine. The next turn, if we draw a land, we can cast the Guardian as well as a Phalanx. Cards working double overtime in value. Magnagoth Sentry is a blocker, but it's not a very good one. I mean, I don't know why you would do that. Yellow block. Trade and scry. Don't mind me. Don't mind if I do, Avo. We draw the land. Pretty good. So we're going to attack. They're not going to block because obviously. We're just going to play out a 4/4. If they kill it, so be it. We'll just play another one next turn. Sure. We'll take 4. I am unbothered by that. Deathbloom Gardener? That's fine. Alright, Valiant Veteran, huh? It's a good one. It's definitely a good one. Did we just attack with these two? I guess so. Encourage them to block. They did not block, that's fine. We'll just play out this. We'll play out this. Now they have a lot of beef on the board to contend with. We have an unconditional removal spell that does cost a creature, but that's okay. Depending on what it is, I think we'll be happy to get it out the way. Feels like they definitely have a bite down, but Vortuk? Sure. They can get back a Yavimaya Iconoclast, exactly, and nothing else. And their blocks are just awful now. Oh, buddy. You don't even know what's going to happen. Captain's Call? It's pretty good. But we're just going to play this. So, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. Sack the Battlefly Swarm. Battle Rage Blessing. Not necessary. Go to combat. These attack all. They block anything, they're dead. All attack. Okay, so we have 1,000,000 power on board, 1,000,000 toughness on board. No way for them to kill us here. Game is just over. Good game. Herd Migration. That would have been a good one, but sadly they are stuck on 5. Another swamp. This is the board wipe. Rulik Mons. Yeah, not quite enough. Cool. That brings us to 6-2. Alrighty. Last game. Win or lose, this is it. For all the marbles, if you will. Although we are already in the positive as far as marbles go. Pretty happy about this draft so far. Ought 3. Okay, well, we have a lot of stuff. Yeah, I mean, We play 3 of the cards in our hand just with our opening hand here. Play out the Swamp first. I think we play the Samite Herbalist. Nope, we're going to play the Guardian of Dominaria. Because that card's really good. And it's removal proof. So we can discard some bullshit to it. Not worried. You do what they will. We are the beatdown. We have to remember that, so... My turn? Sure. Start with a Valiant Veteran. Play out of Plains. Attack my opponent. Pretty good. Next turn we'll also enlist it for help. They want to kill the veteran? Had a feeling. Not much I could do about that, so I won't. Yeah, I definitely felt the bite down. Seemed pretty obvious, because last turn if I would have blocked, they would have made me pitch 2 cards to keep it alive. Now we're just going to attack again. Play out a Vivisector. Play out an Herbalist. End turn. We only have the 1 soldier, but I think that's okay. Vine Shaper Prodigy, sure. Just a very, very expensive Phyrexian Rager. Glad they're getting some value out of that game plan. 5, huh? Sure. Going to enlist the help of the Samite Herbalist. Gain some life. Scry 3. This one to the bottom. Okay, so we want the... Does make a soldier. We'll take the Rager, bottom the other thing. We have 5 lands here. If they single block, we just blow them out with the veteran. Okay. Fine by me. This a Vortuk they're looking at? In their hand? My turn. Okay, sure. It's pretty good. Pretty good. We'll just go to combat here. What are we looking at? A lot of stuff, that's for sure. White, black, blue, red, and green, so that'll be a 7/7. They have to spend like all their mana to do it. Enlist. Enlist this. Swamp, we're going to put that on the bottom. Banalish Sleeper? That's a great card. We'll definitely keep that one on top. They're pretty low on creatures, so we just get to trade that for some nonsense. Or they could just take 5. Oh, this is great for me so far. Whew. Oh dear. Bink. Sorry, Oppo. Got. So if you're ahead on board, it turns out this card's actually much better than the white one. Indestructible is just such a beating. Now we could discard the Phyrexian Rager if we need to. Only card we're really afraid of is board wipe. That's not really one we're too afraid of, because we're just going to kill it. Unfortunate for Oppo. And I guess we'll sacrifice the Banalish Sleeper. Give us a Scry, keep the Argivian Phalanx. Enlist, attack, go, enlist this. Get another Scry 3, gain 1. Phalanx stays at the top. Actually, at this point, we might just be looking for removal. Place these on the bottom. Yeah. I think I am just looking for removal, aren't I? Okay, well. On the same plan as last turn, see what happens. Vortric Bone Rattle, get back a 5? Get back a Defiler? What? Yeah, fair enough, I guess. Damn. Well, we play out the Phyrexian Rager. No matter what we get here, we're happy. Extinguish the light, huh? Neither of these have reach, do they? So if we attack with all, they're going to block 2 things. They're going to take 4 in the exchange. We can give one of our things indestructible. Yeah, I think we just attack with this instead. Yeah, it's fine. This is a turn where they can, like, do stuff. Like, if they have a good removal spell, they can cast it. That's not going to do it. Just makes it die. Okay, what you got? Quirion Beastcaller. Another one? Wow, look at you. Really getting there, Oppo. Really? That is a bold-ass strategy, my friend. Sure. We will be more than happy to take that damage. Valduvian Atrocity? Sure. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna cut down here. And we're going to extinguish some light here. And we're going to attack for 1 billion. Yep. Opponent is dead. Whew, cut down was a pretty good draw. Cut down's just a pretty good card. Alright, well that's the draft. I certainly hope you've enjoyed this, because I certainly have. We get a Valduvian Atrocity for our trouble, and we get this sweet, sweet full gems and 6 packs, which we are not going to open. Actually, you know what? Special treat just for y'all. We'll open up all these packs right here. If you've enjoyed any of this content, I sincerely hope that you consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. Thank you so much for tuning in. You've been watching Robot Rallis. I hope that you have an excellent night. Goodbye.